to another STEM with Mr. Blah video. In today's video, we are going to go over how to make a Pear cam in Fusion. So, I am going to be showing you all how to make a Pear cam in Fusion. Now, you might be wondering, why am I showing you how to make a Pear cam in Fusion? That is because I am following the Project Lead the Way's Introduction to Engineering Design curriculum, and I am following the lesson 4.1.2, which is Cams Make the World Go Round. Now that you have that context, let's jump right into making a Pear cam in Fusion. Now, the first thing that you are going to do is make a sketch. You go to the upper left-hand corner and you click Create a Sketch. And this will be for any design you make in Fusion. I strongly recommend doing this because sketches are the fundamental for Fusion, but you especially need it for this Pear cam. Let me do that again. I'm going to click Create Sketch, and then I'm going to click on any of these planes here. Great. Now I'm in Create a Sketch, and I am getting ready to actually make my Pear cam. Now, one thing that you're going to notice is that in this picture that I've inserted here, in the dimensioned drawing that Project Lead the Way is giving me in the curriculum, is that everything says R except for a tiny circle where there's a circle through a slash, and that says 1/4. R in this case means radius. So I am going to have to do a little bit of math here, which means that if you are following along, you are also going to have to be doing a little bit of math. But that's okay. That is why I'm here to help, and that is why I am making this video. I'm going to click in the upper left-hand corner, Create, and I'm going to click Circle, and I'm going to click Center Diameter Circle. And I'm going to put this right over my origin. Now, this is where I have to do a little bit of math, right? Because the dimensions that I am looking at, it says that the radius of the big circle in this Pear cam is 1 1/4 inches. But this is center diameter circle. So if I just did 1 1/4 inches for the radius and I type that in here, it would be wrong. So what do I have to do? Well, radius is simply half of the diameter. So that just means that I have to multiply the radius by 2. 1 1/4 inches times 2 is 2.5. We have our first circle. So the next thing that I'm going to do is make a line. And I'm just going to click it right here, and I'm going to make it diagonal. It does not matter the length of this line. Just make sure that it is pretty long. Don't make a short line. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is create another line, but I'm going to click Construction. So when I highlight this, this makes it a construction line. This will help you, trust me. And I'm going to drag this line through the far center, through the center of the circle. Amazing. I press the Escape key or the ESC key when I'm done, and now I'm going to click Mirror. I'm going to click this line, and I'm going to click this line, and perfect. Mirror, by the way, is always going to be in the upper left-hand corner in Create for Create a Sketch. It is in a slightly different spot for when we get into the 3D side of things. So now I'm going to make constraints. And you might be like wondering, why am I making a constraint? Because it's really important that you do for this so you can make that pear shape that Project Lead the Way wants you to for this cam. So I'm going to click Tangent, I'm going to click this line, and I'm going to click this line. See how it does it already? Amazing. But we're not done yet. So I'm also going to click Tangent on this line in this circle just to make sure that it stays that way. It's going to help us later on when we make that pear shape, as I've said before. I'm pressing the ESC key because I want to get out of that function. And now I'm going to go to Trim, which is in Modify. So it's in the upper top-ish right or left-ish center of the screen. And I'm going to get rid of this construction line because that will throw me off, to be totally transparent. Maybe it won't throw you off, but it will definitely throw me off because I actually need another line for this next part. I'm going to make a line. Not make a line. I'm going to click a line, and I'm going to go from the center. And according to this dimensioned drawing that I'm looking at, I need to make it 1.25 inches or 1 1/4 inches. So 1.25. Perfect. So I have that measurement, and this is going to take place for the center of our next circle that we have to make. I'm going to click out of construction, The way that you can tell if your line's going to be in construction or not is by just clicking it, and you'll see a light blue background in the back. So I'm going to click out of that. I'm going to click center diameter circle again. And now I'm going to click this, but it says that the radius of this circle is 1/4 of an inch. So we have to do a little bit of math here again. And that is where I press or type in 0.5 because 1/4 times 2 is half, and that's 0.5. So I click this, and amazing, I have it. But we're not done yet. We have quite a few things to do because this doesn't look like a pear cam. Instead, I don't even know how to describe what it looks like. So we're going to fix this up. We're going to click that tangent constraint again. We're going to click this, and we're going to click that. And we're going to do the same thing for this line. We're going to click this, and we're going to click that. And it's over constrained, which means that it's already done. Amazing, perfect, love that. And then we're going to click center diameter circle again, because we have to make a little hole for that cam to go through. And the way to do that is simply by going to create center diameter circle, click on the origin again. And this time the diameter is actually on the screen. You can tell that because there's a 0 or an O with a slash through it. And that is saying that the diameter is 1/4, which translates to 0.25. And now we have all these extra lines that we have to make go away. So how do we do that? Well, we simply go to trim again, and we try to make this what I call pretty. So I am going to be going and trimming all this up by simply clicking on the parts that I want trimmed. And then I realize I messed up, so I'm pressing Control Z again. So if you ever mess up, press Control Z if you are on a Windows, and press Command Z if you are on a Mac. I'm going to click trim again. And I'm trimming all of this up. And I have to zoom in right here for that. Amazing. So now we have our pear cam. Now what we're going to do according to the model that I'm looking at, or the drawing that I'm looking at, we need to make this 1/4 of an inch thick. So we simply go to extrude, we click this face, we type in 0.25, and there we have it. We have a pear cam that matches what the model wants us to have. So we're going to click save, and we're going to click pear cam, and you're going to click save, and you're going to press enter, and voila! That's how you make a pear cam in Fusion. Thank you for watching another STEM with Mr. Bob video, where today we learned how to make a pear cam in Fusion. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day and a great life. Bye!